What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a brand new palette that was recently launched on Sephora's website. It is the Marc Jacobs Holiday Palette. So this is a part of the Holiday 2016 collection. However, it was released early and I was one of the lucky ones to get my hands on it. Now on the back it's telling me that this is number 240. It's called About Last Night. It's also known as the Style Icon number 20. I've been playing with this palette for a couple of weeks now and I wanted to give it a really good go to see how well the shadows worked on my skin, how well they blended out, how long they wore for, and if the colors were really usable for everyday looks or for really fun night out looks. And so I have finally compiled all of my thoughts and I will be sharing them with you today. This palette here is $124 on the Sephora Canada website. So I'm assuming it's just a little bit less than that on the American website. It's quite pricey for what it is. And quite honestly, for $124, I expected much better packaging. I do like that it is gold. It's got a really nice color to it. It's got a small little latch here, a little button that you push and the palette opens up. You've also got a really great big ass mirror here. Then right underneath that, you have the entire palette. So all of these beautiful colors. You have a great mix of shimmer shadows as well as matte shadows in this palette. So I have a bit of a beef with the packaging because it's not as luxurious as I would like it to be for $124, but I guess it does serve its purpose. I do like that on the back it does have a little sticker and it shows you all of the types of colors that are included in here. And if you are curious about the total net weight of all of these shadows, they are 0.03 ounces or 0.8 grams of product in each of the shadow pans. I wanted to do a quick comparison of my other Marc Jacobs palette. This is the 204 Starlit. In here, I've got the almost identical size shadows as this new palette here. So hopefully that gives you a bit of a better comparison there. My thoughts on the actual formula. This formula is very, very buttery. It is very, very creamy and it's easily blendable. All of these shadows blend seamlessly. They do kick off a little bit of extra powder, but they have really, really great pigmentation as well. So you don't need a lot of product to get some really great color payoff. I was most impressed with the matte shadows because they were very, very pigmented, yet they still blended out nicely without losing a lot of color, because I hate it when that happens. When you get lots of color on your brush, you're going in, you're blending, and then throughout the blending process the color fades. But with this, the color does not fade, and I'm very, very happy about that with the matte shadows in particular. The shimmer shadows are just gorgeous. I love, love, love the color with them. I love how blendable they are and creamy. They look gorgeous on, and the longevity of all of these shadows is actually quite long. It's longer than I normally would expect, especially given that my eyelids are very, very oily. So not only do they eat product up quite a bit, but they also crease very quickly. These shadows in particular lasted on me for about 4 or 5 hours before they would start to really crease and start to fade and look a little bit on the gross side. And for me, that is really, really great wear. And when I say I have oily lids, I have oily lids. Like really oily. One of the things that I was disappointed in with this palette, packaging aside, is some of the sparkly shadows. So when you apply them to your eyes and you start blending, a lot of the sparkle and glitter that's in there, it does tend to fall onto your face. So make sure you do your eyes before you apply your foundation. Otherwise, it can be a big mess, or just make sure you bake underneath your eyes so you can easily wipe all of that fallout away. All of the glitter that would normally be on my eyelids because of the shadow would fall, and it was no longer there after all of the blending. So that was really disappointing that it didn't have more staying power. I did find I had to pack on extra shadow to compensate for the loss of glitter. These shadows are a little bit on the cooler tone side. I'd say about 60% of the palette is cool tone and 40% is a little bit on the warmer side. So keep that in mind when you are looking to purchase this palette. The great thing about this palette is that each row is designed to be a specific look. So if you want something that is completely foolproof, that you can't go wrong with, just follow the row and you can create some really great looks that way. But of course, don't let that limit you. You do you. If you want to go funky and crazy and use all sorts of different colors, then you go ahead and do that. Don't let the rows limit you by any means. But now on to the most important part, and that is swatches. So let's jump right into it. Some of my favorite colors in this palette include this crazy bold gold one over here. This one has such crazy pigmentation. I can't wait to wear this on a night out. Like, look at that. It's just insane. I don't know if the camera does that justice, but I'm looking at my viewfinder. You can probably see that from space. That is so crazy pigmented. There's also a really nice sort of purple, cool tone purple color right there. It is shimmery as well. And this one, again, just, oh, it is gorgeous. It swatches beautifully and it wears even nicer. And there are some really nice matte colors that I also like. The brown matte shade down here, that one is also stunning, and it does make for a really nice transition color. You can see that there. It blends really well. None of these shadows go on patchy. If you're wondering whether or not this palette is worth it, I'd say if you're looking for a beginner's palette and you want something very simple and easy to work with, and you don't want to go the Urban Decay route and pick up any of the Naked palettes, then I'd say definitely pick this one up. It is on the expensive side, but because you don't need a lot of product, I think this palette will go a really, really long way. And if you are looking for a great gift for the makeup lover friend that you have or family member, then this is definitely something they may put on their wish list, and I think they will love if they receive. Thank you so much for watching this review, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you take a quick second to give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Also, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know what you think of this palette if you've already tried it out, and let me know what some of your favorite looks are. Make sure you tag me on Instagram so I can see all of your beautiful faces. And speaking of, you can always find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I will link everything in the down bar below for you. Thank you again so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.